Welcome to Insights into Insurance with Tom Sorensen of Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.
Good Saturday morning here on KATE. Time for another episode of Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance's Tom Sorensen. And we're continuing our conversation that we're having with Jolene Honkomp of JH Financial LLC and Abby Leach of Leach Law Office. We're answering Gerald's question he emailed last week. It went, hello, Insights into Insurance. I'm looking at doing some estate planning for my farm. Where and how do I begin? Please let me know, from Gerald. Well, last week we introduced you to the Land as Your Legacy program. Jolene Honkomp of JH Financial discussed that. This week we're going to focus in a little bit more on the attorney portion of the plan. And Abby Leach with Leach Law Office still with us here on this Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance's Tom Sorensen. And Abby, now we heard from Jolene about a lot of the financial portions of it. You come in for the estate planning, right?
Correct. Yep.
How does that work?
So with what Jolene said, their program kind of sets out guidelines. They do a great job at least showing me what they would suggest, maybe giving me actually more information than what actually the clients would give me, which is awesome. So they lay out how the farm is going to pass down, if they're planning on selling any land, pretty much giving me the guidelines to execute the documents. So with that being said, there could be recommendations of a trust being set up, maybe just basic wills. Maybe we're able to actually transfer assets and do things prior to death that doesn't require a trust. Also, it could be business planning, so setting up maybe an LLC or corporation, those type of things. So that's where the costs come in on our side. But it's Tom's services and what Nationwide can offer is awesome because it eliminates a lot of billable hours for me. I'm not sitting down with the clients getting basic information. I'm not getting all of their properties. I'm not anything. It's already put together through Tom's company.
Jolene, you mentioned all of the stuff that takes place for the plan that Nationwide has for us, the Land as Your Legacy program. It sounds really expensive.
No, it's not. The real beauty of this program, and brace yourself, you're not going to believe this, there is no cost to this program. And I've worked with other people who have gone through a program like this using financial planners, attorneys, and they have paid upwards of $20,000.
Wow.
And I know this is hard to believe, but it is something that Nationwide is very passionate about since they do so much business in the agriculture market that they decided they would put this program together. They are rolling it out to everyone free of cost. Where you would pick up a cost going through this program is then the recommendations that are being made. If there are any products that you were going to purchase, whether it be life insurance, maybe life insurance with a long-term care rider, or if you're going to get individual life insurance, you would have that cost. The only thing Nationwide recommends or would like that if you are going to buy those products, if Nationwide offers that product, that you would buy it from them, but there still is no obligation. And then putting the documents in place. Wills, trusts, things like that, and if you're going to set up your business differently, so it would be the attorney cost and the accountant cost, but Nationwide will have that initial call with Tom and I or someone at Americana as your quarterbacks with your attorney or your accountant, saving you some billable hours up front.
Speaking of that, I don't have a law degree, I don't have a finance degree, but one of the things I'm thinking of, all right, if I'm a farmer, why can't I just, have a really basic, go to the website, fill out a will, and just say, all right, my stuff's going to go to my firstborn, and that's it. Why do we have to involve an attorney? I mean, are there things, if it's not done properly, I should be worried about?
Yeah, from our standpoint, I mean, I've seen everything from printable wills to handwritten wills. They can do what you want, but realistically keeping up with what the statutes allow and what actually you're legally able to do through a will is where we come in. Also, sometimes wills are not the best way for an estate plan. The biggest misconception that I have is that wills avoid probate. And that is completely wrong. So what we try to do is look to see if probate is actually a good thing, which oddly enough, probate can be a good tool for a lot of people. Yeah. So that's where kind of looking at what everybody has and then figuring out what they want to do, where is what our services are, a little more than just the printable wills and fill in the blanks.
Okay, let's talk about if we're going to be putting this together, all right? I like to liken it to, we just had it, Thanksgiving, all right? What are some of the main ingredients then that you're putting into what you do, Abby?
So going off with what Nationwide provides us, if it's a business plan, we look at what is the best option for your business. So if that's setting up a basic LLC, which is not very expensive to do, or if it's going into a corporation side, we'd look at that. That includes just a few documents and then state filing fees. So that would be the first one. But then with the estate plan, we are looking at either a will or a trust. And then we always, no matter what estate planning you're doing, we do a healthcare directive and a power of attorney. And those are just basic documents that even someone my age, 27, should have. I mean, they are key elements. You never know what's going to happen. So we do that for anybody my age all the way up to 90 years old. So
we're going to take a break here on Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance's Tom Sorensen. We'll be back in 30 seconds, and we'll continue our conversation with Jolene Honkomp of JH Financial LLC and Abby Leach of Leach Law Office.
Nationwide is on your side. You have a side that is retired, playing tag and getting tired. A side that owns your own store. Looks like you need to expand some more. That's why there's a Nationwide to help protect and grow your many sides. Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
For all your many sides, there's Nationwide. Call Americana Insurance Group in Albert Lea and Wells today.
Back here on Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance's Tom Sorensen. Today, we're continuing our conversation from last week with Jolene Honkomp of JH Financial LLC and Abby Leach of Leach Law Office. And we were emailed a question last week by Gerald wanting to know about estate planning for his farm. Where and how does one begin? Jolene, we just got done talking with Abby before the break. Everything she's saying makes sense from a financial point of view?
It is, and just to back that up a little bit, when she mentioned, someone as early as age 27 should have it, it's something I'm very passionate about, and I've dealt with firsthand. I was personal representative for my parents, and they had good things in order, but I also lost my son at age 31. When they say life can happen, or things can change in a second, they certainly can. That happened to me July 1st, 2015. Age of 31, son passed away suddenly. This is a line of work that I'm in, but due to his age, he did not own a business, didn't have a farm. We just never talked about it. He had all the products in place. He had life insurance, disability insurance. That was all taken care of. He did not have a will. He ended up going to probate because he owned a house, and he had a minor child. On the life insurance, he changed the beneficiary to his minor child, did not name a beneficiary. And this estate, even though it was very simple, cost over $10,000 to settle. It took 2 years. And the other thing that I'm running into, whether you have a plan or not, the state has one for you. And a lot of times it's not what they wanted. The custodian for his life insurance on the minor child was my granddaughter's mother, and she just went to court in November because that money is almost gone. So there are some issues there, and that's why I'm passionate about this. And that's someone who's very young, and that money can add up so quick if it's not done properly, and this was very simple. I can't imagine the cost of a family business, and especially a successful family business, if things were not done properly. If this cost over $10,000 for something that is so simple, and as we all know, even a small amount of money can bring out the worst in some people, so it's a very good idea to look at everything and make sure that it is set up correctly with the help of professionals and attorneys.
And another piece of this, Jolene mentioned that the Land is Your Legacy program cost is $0. Abby, what are we looking at for cost when it comes to the estate side of things, okay?
Yeah, so the estate side just really depends on what your assets are. That's usually the normal question I get is how much is it going to cost?
Yep.
And for basic wills, which is pretty basic, we do wills, healthcare directives, and power of attorney. We do usually it's about $500 for a single person, and we'll do couples for about $800 or $900. When it gets into the trusts, those are upwards of about $1,500 to set up. It can be up to $5,000 to $6,000, depending on property and what assets we're putting in there. But you take that and you look at the cost of probate, and Jolene brought up a good example there. A normal probate with just, let's say a house, and that's usually what triggers probate. Just to open it and get the paperwork filed, it's roughly $2,000. So if you're setting it up on the early end before you pass away, yes, you might be spending quite a bit of money, but you can avoid probate, and it's really you're going to end up saving money in the long run.
Now, Tom, what part does Americana play in this when it comes to Jolene and Abby? Where does Americana come into this?
Well, it sounds like I work for free. Actually, with Jolene and I work as a quarterback, and so does the other producers in our agency. We work as a quarterback. We got basically the main relationship with the client a lot of times. Not to say that we can't have somebody come in new and do that, but we do that, and then we keep track of what's going on with a checklist over time. Are they following through on their plan? So we do that, and then we offer a place for them to come and meet. We do that, and we do this because we're passionate about this, and we're passionate about agricultural and passing it on. And it's not only agricultural, but it's business, just the traditional estate planning portion of it. We want to see people keep what they want.
Tom, we're talking with Jolene and we're talking with Abby today because I know Americana Insurance has got something special planned in the next few weeks.
You're right. Yeah, Paul. What we've got is it's part of our Christmas open house where even if you don't come to these events, please come just to have some goodies. Anybody's welcome to come. But we also have what we call estate planning, a Women's Matter seminar, which is going to be on December 7th. At 10 a.m.
All right, so Tom, you said this. You got an estate planning and women's matters seminar December 7th at Americana Insurance for the clients only. But what exactly is it?
It's a seminar discussing why it is important for women to get involved in the estate plan and planning their later years in life. I would like to say, we're going to both die at the same time, the husband and wife, but it just doesn't work out that time. And usually the woman is the one that outlives the man. That's one of the reasons.
Who's going to be at this seminar?
Actually, Jolene Honkomp, our wonderful guest, and Abby Leach are going to be presenting this seminar. And then we also have the next day, December 8th, where there's a will, there's a way. What we're going to be doing there is having Abby in all day, and you got to sign up and get a position, and it's just for Americana clients only to have their will created for them. People are signing up, and then they get documentation back to have filled out, bring it into us, and they will be able to create a will that day.
And is there a cost at all to having people come in for if there's a will, there's a way?
Yeah, there will be a cost of $125, and if you know anything about wills, that's quite a bargain.
Sounds like it is. And now, Tom, you're putting this all together during the Christmas open house. It seems like Americana's stance in this is what you are providing is you're kind of like that hub. You're able to direct people to their necessary individual. Maybe they have a plan. They already have their estate laid out, but they don't realize some of the other mitigations or costs to it. And then you can say, well, here's Jolene Honkomp to help you out with, or Abby to deal with the other stuff.
You know, I talk to many, many people where they do the estate, they got their estate plan, but they don't have the succession plan or the business plan. And have you talked to, or who do you think is going to run that business? Or what if maybe none of the kids want to be in farming? What is the next step? A lot of people can have the estate plan, but have they really talked it over? And so basically we want family harmony. That's our goal, is family harmony. So when it is Christmas time, they all get together.
And like I said, very, very, very important. So if you missed those dates, once again, estate planning, a woman's matter, December 7th at Americana Insurance, 10 a.m. It's for Americana insurance clients only, right?
Right, and there's a invite that's been sent out to my clients that they can sign up on, or that my clients can also contact us and sign up through the phone, or they can also get online at our website.
Now, I know Jolene talked a little bit about how important a will is. Abby, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think even just any basic estate planning. I know, my true belief is that everyone has a misconception of what really happens if you don't have a will and if you do have a will. So even just getting the basic knowledge of what happens if I pass away without a will, or what happens, what can a will do. But a will is definitely the main thing. And I also, the big thing that I push is look how all of your assets are titled. A lot of people come to my office and think, my husband and I own a house together. Well, one passes away and they end up finding that the house was actually titled in just the husband's name or just the wife's name, and then that's what triggers probate. So I think just knowing what you have is the biggest thing, and also not being afraid to tell somebody what you have. No one's judging you. We really don't care if you come in and you have no assets or you're worth multi-millions. To us, we're trying to find the best thing for you, and we're not judging you, and that's not our job. So being open is huge.
And it's all revolving around this estate planning, a woman's matter coming up December 7th at Americana Insurance. You're going to get the invitations. You know exactly what time you got to be there. And it's going to be discussing the why it's important for women to get involved with the estate plan and planning for their later years in life. And all of these seminars seem to be directed at families. And Tom, you're providing a place for this. Once again, December 7th at Americana Insurance, estate planning, a woman's matter. And then we just talked about wills. The next day, December 8th, all day at Americana Insurance for just Americana Insurance clients. Abby Leach will be doing If There Is a Will, There Is a Way event. There is some cost to that. It's $125. Tom, running out of time here on the show today. What are some ways people can contact Americana Insurance if they've got questions?
First of all, they can call our office if they want to talk to some of us directly at 507-377-2000, or they can go to our website at americanainsurance.com, and there will be some information on there about that. And then also they can email me at insights@americanainsurance.com.
Perfect. Jolene, Abby, I want to thank you both for taking not one but 2 weekends to hang out with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Insights into Insurance from Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is intended to be educational in nature. Before acting upon any information obtained during the Insights into Insurance radio show broadcast, consult an appropriately licensed professional.